Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Russ. Um, I wanted to do a video talking about something that really has been weighing heavy on my mind regarding the singer of a band that I really thought were really amazing back when I was in high school. But unfortunately, like many vocalists in the alternative, emo, post-hardcore, metalcore, whatever it is scene, he turned out to be a massive child predator. The person that I am referring to is Ian Watkins. And this man was the singer for the Welsh band Lostprophets. And lostprophets were basically just kind of like a standard alternative emo, new metal, kind of, I guess you could classify them as being thrash metal. They were just a standard rock metal group, and they toured all over the world. I remember they toured with Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance, they played Warped Tour, stuff like that. And they disbanded in, I believe it was 2013. And the reason that they disbanded was because Ian Watkins, their singer, was going ahead and using his fame as their lead vocalist to quite literally prey on children. And there is literal evidence of this man attempting to have sexual relations with babies. Yes, let me say that again. Babies. Babies. He attempted to rape a 1-year-old little boy. This is the level of depravity that we are talking about. So, after the band disbanded, he got, I think it was 29 years. And then if he is approved for parole, they're going to put him on an extended license, I think. I'll link an article detailing what I read about him in the description. But, you know, I thought a lot of their songs were okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I did think a lot of their music was all right back in the day, back when I was in high school, back when I was like 17, 18 years old. Of course, I don't like them anymore, mostly because of Ian Watkins. The other guys that were in that band, they were all right. And they went on to form a band called No Devotion with Geoffrey from the band Thursday, which I don't know if they're still doing stuff. I know that one of the former members of Lostprophets has left No Devotion. But aside from wanting to go ahead and do stuff with kids, there's evidence that this man was into bestiality. He was found to be in possession of a pornographic image regarding an animal, involving a sex act on an animal. And what's even worse is, while he was the lead singer for Lostprophets, he had gotten his female fans, older women, not young children, to basically help him assault their children. And he also bragged about taking the virginity of 14-year-olds and this and that and the third. And let me clarify one thing here. He thought the entire thing was just a big fucking joke. And let me get something understood. When you are doing anything vile regarding children, or bragging about taking the virginity of your 14-year-old fans, then you are a sick fuck and you belong nowhere else but jail. That is not a joke, despite what the fuck he wanted to say around the time that he was convicted of all of this. It's not a fucking joke. And these singers that use their fame in whatever genre of music that they do to take advantage of their fans, they need to stop. Because it happens way too many fucking times. Especially in the Warped Tour scene. But in general, there are so many celebrities that have taken advantage of their fans. For what reason, I don't know. I mean, when you're in a band, you have so many women of age that you could get with. Why the fuck do you need to go around and try to get with kids? Why? What kind of benefit are you going to get from that? You're just going to get yourself thrown in jail. Excuse the noise. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't want him to ever be approved for parole, because if they let him out of jail, he will continue raping children. And his ex-girlfriend, I think, Joanne, I hope I don't butcher this, I think her last name is Madzalix, or I don't know how to say her last name, but she said that she had experiences with him when they were in a relationship where he would tell her all about how he wanted to sexually abuse kids, and she said that he wanted to get her pregnant just so he could abuse their daughter and da-da-da-da, and that's fucked. It doesn't matter how many drugs or how much alcohol you drink. That's not an excuse to screw around with kids, to take advantage of kids. And the women that allowed him to get away with doing it should be ashamed of themselves too. Just makes me fucking sick. It makes me sick that so many of these great, talented musicians have taken it upon themselves to turn into monsters and take advantage of their fans. For what reason? Why do you feel the need to become trash? And I do agree that pedophilia is a huge problem everywhere. It is a huge problem. But it is especially even just way, way, way more sad that all of the things that this man has done, his fans allowed him to do. I am glad that he was thrown in jail, though. I will say that much. I'm glad that he didn't end up getting away with it. Because originally, there were the police, the South Wales police, they were not going to look into it because they said, oh, yeah, you know, this is the lead singer of a rock band. It could ruin his reputation. They told his ex, Joanne, that they weren't going to look into it, no matter how many times that she reported him. And it wasn't until he was arrested for drugs that they finally looked into what he was doing. It took him being arrested for possession of drugs for them to finally be doing something, for them to finally do something about him raping and molesting children. That's how screwed the police are. So that's really all I wanted to say about this case. I do hope that his ex is able to move on with her life. I hope that nobody is sending her any hate over this, because none of this was her fault. And I know there were people saying, oh, well, you know, she was doing it with him. She was allowing him to do this and allowing him to do that. What people don't understand is she was only doing it to, like, try to get him caught. That's the only reason she was coercing him into continuing to do what he did, and going along with it, was because she wanted to get evidence, not because she actually, like, agreed with anything that he was doing. So I don't think she deserves any hate or harassment, because none of what he did was her fault at all. None of it. He is the only person at fault here. And that's all I wanted to say, as I said. To my knowledge, he has been in prison since 2018. And let's hope he stays there. Let's hope he's never approved for parole. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and make sure to read the article about this man that I am going to leave in the description. And I hope you all have a good day or night. I'll probably continue covering more true crime stuff, I don't know. But that's it. Peace out.